there's no rejection of the US dollar. We are using it. As government, we're also using it to pay. And I suspect you're also using it to pay in the shops. You're also charging others for payment of goods and services. But I suspect what you meant was, why not just use US dollar only? I think that's what you meant. By the way, there's no term in economics called dolarisation. It doesn't exist. We are creating new terms here. You either use your domestic currency as a monocurrency, or a foreign currency as your currency, or you're in a multi-currency or in a dual currency regime. But there's no term called dolarisation, but I'll go with you for the moment. So this is what will happen on day one if you adopt the US dollar only as a currency. Something very nasty is going to happen. This is what will happen. 4 things as a minimum. 1, you will wipe out the entire banking sector. Why? Because you have to convert their Zim dollar balances into US dollars. The banks will have negative balance. You have a crisis. There's no banking sector. Number 2, you have very quickly you have a cash crisis. Why? Because you cannot print US dollars. And you have a divisibility problem. So the small denomination notes will be in short supply. We start having cash queues in the banks. The advantage of having a domestic currency circulating along with these hard currencies that we've been able to manage the cash shortage situation, which we went through before. We've been through this before. If you recall, we had to create something called the bond note. This is before I arrived, by the way, in order to deal with some of the cash crisis issues as a stopgap measure. What will also happen if you just use the US dollar only, the economy will lose, especially the manufacturing sector, immediately its competitiveness. The Zimbabwe dollar is giving our manufacturing sector much needed competitiveness against foreign products. And finally, and this is not the only nasty thing by the way that will happen, is that you will then do away with monetary policy. You will not have a country that has no monetary policy but has only got fiscal policy. You're working on one leg when it comes to the conduct of macroeconomic policy. You need both monetary and fiscal policy, and those two should be coordinated. So something nasty will happen if you just use US dollar only as your currency, I think.